In a village named Obala, where red earth roads meet new cement houses, life was a mix of tradition and change. Young people carried smartphones in their hands while elders gathered under the mango tree to discuss village matters. Among them was Amara, a young woman with a dream bigger than her surroundings. Since childhood, Amara wanted to become a nurse. She had cared for her grandmother during long nights of illness, and she often rushed to the clinic whenever neighbors fell sick. Nursing was not just a career to her, it was her calling. So when an international nursing program opened application, her heart leapt. She stayed up late in front of her old laptop, filling out forms, typing essays, and attaching scanned documents. Her pastor prayed over the application before she finally hit submit. From that day, Amara's mornings began with the same routine: open her email, refresh, and wait for the admission email. Her heart carried hope. Lord, I know you will do it. Please let this email come. She prayed daily, full of expectation. At first, waiting was exciting. Amara refreshed her inbox every hour. Each time her phone vibrated with a new email, her heart skipped a beat. But it was always newsletters, adverts, or bank notifications, never the one she longed for. Her parents encouraged her. God's time is the best, Amara, her father said one evening as they ate roasted yam. Her mother added, even if it delays, remember, your worth is not in an email, but in the God you serve. Amara nodded, but every day without the email chipped away her joy. At night, she lay on her bed, scrolling through her phone, whispering prayers with tears in her eyes. God, did you forget me? Did you not see how much I want this? Her best friend Chiamaka, who had applied to a hospital program in the city, got her acceptance email just after 2 weeks. She screamed with excitement. She came to Amara's house to inform her about the good news, hugging her deeply out of joy. Amara smiled, but inside her chest ached. She felt she knew God more than Chiamaka, but God chose to favor her. Weeks turned into months. Amara's inbox remained empty of the one mail she prayed for. She began to feel invisible. Whenever she scrolled through social media, she saw pictures of old classmates traveling abroad for studies or starting new jobs in the city. She felt left out than ever. Maybe I'm having dreams bigger than I am. Maybe I'm not worthy, she said to herself. She thought she had messed up. She felt that if she had applied to school in her city, she would have been admitted by now and saved herself heartache and disappointment. Why not me, Lord? She muttered one evening, staring at the ceiling. I prayed, I believed, I worked hard, I did all I could. Why are you still silent? And where did I go wrong? She almost regretted waking up at night, depriving herself of sleep just to fill applications. She began to withdraw from people. Church service felt heavy. Her prayers grew shorter, sometimes filled with silence instead of words. She even thought of abandoning her dreams altogether. One night, overwhelmed, she whispered, maybe this nursing dream isn't mine. Maybe that is not God's plan for me. She thought of what she could do to keep her life moving. She tried to shift her focus, but as her tears rolled, a faint scripture rose in her heart. Though it may tarry, Wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Just when her faith was running dry, her elderly neighbor, Mama Nkem, called weakly one morning. Her legs were swollen, and her only son lived far away. "Amara, my daughter, please help me," she pleaded. Though Amara's own heart was heavy, she went. She cooked soup, fetched water, cleaned the small room, and rubbed ointment on Mama Nkem's leg. The old woman's eyes filled with tears as she squeezed Amara's hands. "You are God's gift to me. May you never lack. May God bless and grant you your heart's desires," Mama Nkem whispered. That night, as Amara lay down, she felt a quiet peace. For the first time in months, she realized her value wasn't tied to an email. God was still using her hands to heal, right where she was. But village tongues are never silent. At the local market, Amara overheard women gossiping. "Has she heard back from that nursing school?" One asked. "No," another replied. "I think they rejected her, that's why she's still here." The word stung, but Amara forced a smile. Later that day she wept, yet as she prayed, she remembered Mama Nkem's word, "You are God's gift." Slowly she started to believe it. She began volunteering more at the small village clinic, helping the nurse dress wounds, comfort mothers, and care for children. Her joy started returning, not from an inbox notification, but from seeing lives touched through her service. One Sunday, during worship, the choir sang, "God will make a way where there seems to be no way." Tears streamed down Amara's face. She felt God's whisper in her heart, "My delay is not my denial. Trust me." That week, she visited the clinic again. A little boy she had once cared for ran to her, hugging her tightly. "Auntie Amara, you made me well," he said, beaming. Her heart melted. For the first time, she thanked God even without the email. "Lord, whether you send that email admission or not, I will serve you with all my heart." Months had passed. Amara no longer chased her inbox as obsessively as before. She still prayed, but her heart had found rest. Then one hot afternoon, while helping the clinic nurse, she got a phone call. It was from the school abroad. "Hello, Amara. We've been trying to reach you. You were accepted months ago. We sent you an email, but it seems it never delivered due to a server error. We're resending it today. Congratulations." Her hands shook. Tears filled her eyes. She rushed home, opened her inbox, and there it was. The acceptance email she had longed for, finally sitting at the top. Amara fell to her knees in her small room. "Lord, forgive me. Forgive my doubts, my anger, my impatience. You were working all along." She realized the delay wasn't God's punishment. It was His preparation. In her waiting, she had discovered service, compassion, and deep faith. If the email had come earlier, she might have left without those lessons. Her parents wept with joy when she shared the news. Even the gossips in the village clapped in amazement. But Amara knew the real miracle was not the email, it was the transformation of her heart. That Sunday, Amara stood before her church, her voice trembling as she shared her journey. I once believed my worth was in an email, but God showed me that His plans are bigger than delays. His silence is not absence, His timing is perfect. The congregation was moved to tears. Some who had been waiting for their own breakthroughs felt renewed hope. Amara's story became a light to many. When Amara finally traveled abroad to begin her studies, she carried with her more than just books and clothes. She carried a testimony. She served with humility, remembering the night of tears, the months of waiting, and the peace that came when she surrendered. Each time she looked back at the email that almost never arrived, she smiled. She knew it wasn't the acceptance letter that defined her, it was God's perfect timing. Her story echoed Habakkuk 2 verse 3 in living color. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, though it tarry. Wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Beloved, remember this. God's delay are not His denials. Just because the answer had not come today doesn't mean God has forgotten you. Like Amara, your worth is not in an email, a job, or an opportunity, but in the God who holds your future. Sometimes He withholds the answer to prepare your heart. Sometimes He allows silence so you can hear His voice more clearly. And sometimes He delays because His timing is always perfect. So if you are waiting, don't give up. Serve where you are. Trust God with your whole heart. And know this, when the time is right, your own testimony will arrive. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. Though it tarry, wait for it. It will surely come.